Well, time now for the morning rush. Albuquerque Police Department has axed their open space unit in charge of patrolling the 30,000 acres of open space in Albuquerque. APD Chief Harold Medina says the department is dealing with staffing shortages and says that those officers are needed in high crime areas. Some city councilors are not on board with the idea, especially since that decision was solely made in-house.
New this morning, noisy cars could soon be a thing of the past. Last night, city councilors approved a resolution to begin a pilot program to install noise cameras. They will detect excessively loud cars, allowing the city to hand out fines. Councilors say they plan to have the noise cameras up within 6 months.
City councilors are set to vote on a controversial proposal next month that will replace the city's zero fare program on city buses. Among other changes, the new version would allow government IDs, including driver's licenses, to be used as bus passes. City councilors Dan Lewis and Clarissa Pena cited crime and security issues as their reasons for ending the current pilot program. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. Temperatures are mild this morning, 47 degrees. Shouldn't need too many of those winter layers. By this afternoon, it'll be mild and back into the mid-50s with mostly to partly sunny skies.
Residents near First and Indian School say they're uneasy with the growing homeless camp there. They say the homeless are setting fires to stay warm and breaking into cars to steal gas. A spokesperson for the Department of Solid Waste says crews go out daily to clean the area and provide services for the homeless.
Well, PNM wants to increase your bill by 75 cents a month. Well, they filed a request with the Public Regulation Commission yesterday asking for a 9.7% base rate increase. That's to help pay for planned improvements. Now, if approved, that rate hike would go into effect in 2024. Erica.
Here's a look at our threat index. It is low today. We will see some higher breezes in eastern New Mexico.
Voters in Georgia will head to the polls later on this morning to decide the winner of the runoff election between incumbent Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock and GOP candidate Herschel Walker. Well, that race is the last Senate contest in the country, still undecided. Nearly 2 million voters have already cast their ballots, setting early voting records in Georgia.
North Carolina is in a state of emergency this morning as tens of thousands are still without power after multiple power stations came under attack. Officials say a person or group appears to have intentionally targeted the grid with gunfire. Who and why remains unclear. Erica.
Traffic. The maps are looking clear, no accidents or slowdowns. And here's a look over the Big I, seeing quite a bit of cars out, but no issues for the morning commute.
The first ever International Ice Festival competition in Madrid, Spain was a success. It featured ice sculptures created by 12 teams of sculptors from 10 different countries, including Canada, Japan, Italy, and the U.S. Teams used over 100 tons of ice to create their unique designs in just 7 days.
Time now with the 5 facts.
At number 5, students at Roosevelt Middle School, they're learning how to grow their own food right inside the classroom. Sprinklers drip water down onto the plant's roots and recirculate 5 to 6 gallons of water. The whole thing will cost about $1,700 to build. They were able to create the Smart Farm thanks to the funding from UNM and a $1,500 grant that's from the APS Foundation that promotes unique classroom projects.
And at number 4, after-school care is coming to the Santo Domingo Pueblo thanks to a new partnership. The Boys and Girls Club at Santo Domingo Elementary will offer services including music and dance lessons, yoga, and even teach students how to grow their own food and cook. More than 120 students are already registered, with more than 150 on a waiting list. There are plans to open locations at the other 5 elementary schools by early January.
And at number 3, it is going to be a mild day out there with temperatures back into the mid-50s this afternoon. We'll be seeing mostly to partly sunny skies and just a very light breeze.
At number 2, residents near First and Indian School say they're uneasy with the growing homeless camp there. They say the homeless are setting fires to stay warm and breaking into cars to steal gas. Neighbors also complain about needles on the streets.
And at number 1 this morning, noisy cars could soon be a thing of the past. Last night, city councilors approved a resolution to begin a pilot program to install noise cameras. Those will detect excessively loud vehicles and allow the city to hand out fines. Cities around the country are already testing that new technology. Councilors say that they plan to have the noise cameras up within about 6 months.